Have you ever wondered why problems seem to pile up no matter how hard you try to avoid them? It's like a relentless cycle, isn't it? The more you focus on the problems, the more they seem to multiply. You try to tackle one, and three more appear in its place. It's exhausting and disheartening, right? But what if I told you there's another way? What if, instead of focusing on the problems, we shift our focus elsewhere? To a higher power, a divine entity, to God? What if we trust in His wisdom, His guidance, and His love to guide us through these storms? Too often, we let our problems consume us. They rob us of our peace, our focus, and ultimately, our joy. But what if the key wasn't in the problem, but in how we approach it? What if our perspective is what needs to change? Consider this: what if the key to overcoming our problems isn't in the problems themselves, but in shifting our focus? Imagine a world where problems don't dictate our lives. Instead, our focus on God guides us. Welcome back, friends. Often we find ourselves in the throes of life's challenges, allowing them to shape our thoughts, actions, and ultimately, our lives. But what if we could change that? What if we could shift our focus from the problems that surround us to the divine energy that guides us? Let's take a moment to reflect. Imagine you're in a dark room. It's so dark that you can't see your hand in front of your face. You could spend your time worrying about the darkness, fretting over the unseen, or you could choose to focus on the switch on the wall. The switch that has the power to flood the room with light. This is the power of focus, my friends. Our lives are much like this room. The problems we face are the darkness, and God is the switch. We can either concentrate on the darkness, allowing it to consume us, or we can shift our focus to the switch, the divine energy that has the power to illuminate our path. When we shift our focus from the problems to God, we change our perception of life. Instead of seeing a world filled with obstacles, we see opportunities for growth, for learning, for enlightenment. We begin to understand that our problems are not walls blocking our path, but stepping stones guiding us towards our destiny. This shift in focus alters our experience of life. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the challenges, we feel empowered, knowing that we have the divine energy guiding us, supporting us, and leading us towards a more fulfilling life. Remember, friends, life is not about avoiding the storms, but learning how to dance in the rain. It's not about evading problems, but learning how to navigate through them with the divine guidance that is always available to us. In shifting our focus, we not only change our perspective, but we also change our experience. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the power of trust in our next segment. But how do we shift our focus from our problems to God? A question that has troubled many, yet the answer lies in two simple words: trusting God. Trust, in its purest form, is faith. And faith is the bedrock upon which we can construct a life of serenity and joy. It's akin to the foundation of a house. It's unseen, yet it's the very thing that holds the structure together. Similarly, faith in God, though invisible, is the very essence that holds our lives together. But how do we develop this faith, this trust in God? It begins with an understanding of who God is and our relationship with Him. Many scriptures across various faiths echo the same sentiment. God is a loving, caring entity, always looking out for us, always guiding us. He is not a distant, indifferent being, but a close, caring Father. When we grasp this truth, we begin to see our problems in a different light. They are no longer roadblocks, but stepping stones. They are no longer ends, but beginnings. They become opportunities to grow, to learn, to become better. This shift in perspective is not easy, and it won't happen overnight. It's a journey of trusting God more and more with each passing day. It's about letting go of our fears, our anxieties, our doubts, and embracing the unknown with faith. It's about understanding that while we may not know what lies ahead, God does, and He has our best interest at heart. The beauty of this trust is that it frees us. It frees us from the burden of worry, the weight of uncertainty. It allows us to focus on God, to focus on His promises, His love, His guidance. It enables us to see beyond our problems, to see the bigger picture, the grand design that God has for our lives. Trusting in God then becomes our beacon, our guiding light amidst the storm of problems. It's the compass that directs us, the anchor that steadies us, and the shelter that protects us. Trust in God and watch your focus shift from your problems to His promises. Problems then are not the end, but a sign of a new beginning. Our journey today has led us to this crucial revelation. Problems, as we've come to understand, are not the grand finale of our stories. They are the prologue to a new chapter. You see, life, in all its complexity, has a way of throwing curveballs our way. But these curveballs, these problems, they aren't there to knock us down, they're there to teach us. They're there to help us grow, to help us evolve. Each problem we face is a lesson, a stepping stone on our path to becoming the best versions of ourselves. And where does God fit into all of this? Well, He is the cornerstone. God is our compass, our guiding light in the tumultuous seas of life. He is the one who breathes meaning into these problems, turning them from mere obstacles into opportunities for growth. When we focus on God, we aren't just hoping for a miracle to solve all our problems. No, we're seeking wisdom, understanding, patience, and strength. We're seeking the ability to see our problems from a new perspective, to see them not as the end, but as the beginning of something new, something better. So let's shift our perspective. Let's stop viewing problems as the enemy. Instead, let's welcome them as teachers, as guides, as catalysts for growth. And let's remember, amid all the chaos and confusion, to focus on God. For it is in Him that we find our true strength, our true purpose. Problems will come and go, but our faith, our focus on God, that is something that will remain steadfast. It is something that will guide us, that will give us hope, and that will lead us to our new beginnings. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of problems, remember to shift your focus. Focus on God, not your problems. For in focusing on God, you will find your path, your purpose, and your new beginning.
Growth. Whether you choose to visit our YouTube page for enlightening resources or join us in person at our welcoming space at 5237 West Diversey Avenue in Chicago, we are here for you. It's time to discover what you've been missing.